Hi, we're the team visualizers and we are actually presenting our progress report in this midterm presentation. Let's jump right into the problem that we are trying to solve. We want to bridge the gap between the user and the big data. Given the result of a user query, we want to automatically propose suitable and sufficient visualization techniques that may involve merging of two separate visualization methods too, to represent the big data and allow the user to control and interact with the provided visualization. Talking about our approach, we would actually be at this stage, we'd be focusing on the data visualization aspect. In the backend, we have actually used Pig Latin to parse the CSV files, to parse the data into CSV files from the Yahoo dataset given to us. We have designed a system as four independent and loosely coupled modules. For the sake of implementation, we have decided to use some modern technologies, but modularity ensures flexibility in these choices. The first module is data access layer. In this module, we would extract the metadata from the data access layer, and we would be using MySQL or CSV files for the same. The second layer talks about user interface, where user will select the fields that he wants to visualize that would be passed to the visual query layer. And this talks about refining and selection of that data. And J2EE based technologies would help us do the same. The third module is business logics, which includes visualization selection rules, visual querying, and rule admin. Visual querying would use the rules to select or generate the recommended visualization for the selected data. The user can choose a visualization and then pass it to the rendering module. Rule admin plays a very important role in this module. At the time of deployment, the admin would define the characteristics of the data, and based on this information, the visualization selection mechanism would work. Java-based technologies would again help us do the same. The final module is called rendering. Preprocessing and rendering of the data to the client is done using d3.js. Talking about preliminary results, we practically tested the limit of how big data can be rendered on a browser, and we found that it is not exactly feasible. For example, over here, we are trying to visualize about 10,000 data points. And in this case, we are trying to visualize 40,000 data points. It was seen that it becomes more and more unclear as we increase the data points. D3 was chosen because it is flexible to choose a number of visualizations with the same data. Basic visualizations like bar charts, pie charts, line graphs, and scatter plots have been included. And now we will show some prototypes of different visualizations on sample of Yahoo dataset. In this visualization, which is called parallel coordinates, we can see how number of attributes are interdependent to each other. I can actually then select a range of one attribute and see how it actually changes as we select again another range in different attributes. Another visualization is this map, which actually shows geographic locations. In this visualization, we have actually tried to divide the total number of people who are above 30 and below 30 according to the region. You can actually go and select each one and we can see the number by which they differ. Another visualization we'll talk about is radar chart, where we have actually tried to show the percentage of activity that happens on a specific day of the week in terms of impressions, clicks, and conversions. I can actually select each or I can highlight each of these attributes and see how they actually change. Finally, in terms of milestones, we have collected, analyzed, and formulated visualizations. Of course, this on 80% of the work has been done, and we are refining the analysis of the visualization techniques. In terms of creating hybrid visualizations, we are figuring out properties to decide which two visualizations to merge so that the data can be effective, efficient, and you can actually make business decisions based on that. In terms of enabling visual querying, we are working on generating visualizations based on rule mapping. And talking about supporting user interaction, basic prototypes have been created and we are trying to implement better interactions and control support. Of course, this is all work in progress and hopefully next time we will have the whole thing complete. Thank you.